So what would you say is the best way of getting the attention of research clients, brands, about a new methodology that a company might be offering? So any company out there who wants to come into the marketplace with something new and they want to get the attention of these clients and brands, what would you say the best way to do is to gain that visibility so they're on their radar?
Betty, it's one of the standard questions we ask every client when we do a profile of them.
Right.
And there is no pat answer.
Right.
For some, it's send me an email.
Okay.
For others, it's talk to me at a conference.
Yeah.
For others, it might be, give me a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the place. Now, you should be reading our research department report, and then you'd know all these answers to all these companies. But in all seriousness, it's a real challenge. I just think there are so many avenues out there, those three that I just mentioned, plus, obviously making the major research agencies aware of what you've got. There's a risk factor there, obviously, because they could try to imitate what you're doing. I don't think that most of the time that'll happen because there usually are non-disclosure agreements and that sort of thing. But that's another avenue, because if they can spot a need, that gives you an avenue in. I mean, the best way I can explain it is when the internet as a research tool first came about, not every research full-service agency out there had an internet capability. Yeah. They had to go to Greenfield and to Harris and to a number of the other companies and say, hey, can you help us with this? In fact, I'll give you a better story about it. Nielsen, as you probably know, bought Harris Interactive last year. That was about as surprising to me as anything I've ever seen Nielsen do.
Right.
I never thought that they would ever buy an online panel company. The reason they did is because their clients kept asking them for it.
Right.
Can you help us do some quick online surveys?
Yeah.
Nielsen did not want to go outside. And so it just so happened that Harris Interactive was there and at the right price, and so they made the acquisition. So that just shows you that, the way our industry, tends to be. Now, Nielsen's very different. I think if you talk to a Kantar, you talk to a TNS, you talk to Ipsos, you talk to GfK, you might find, a less threatened type of situation. But, this is an industry where networking is everything.
Yes.
And so you just have to network yourself as best you can.
So this is some great advice for companies entering the market research space. So reach out to clients the traditional ways, email, speak to them at a conference, and also speak to the bigger agencies as well. So that's great advice for new companies.
And by the way, we have a consulting service here, and companies who want to try to figure out how to do this for themselves, just for their particular new product and service, they should come and talk to us about that as well.
Well, an excellent plug there for any listeners who are starting up a new research agency. Contact Bob for their consulting services as well.